Hey, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about when market changes, what do? Do you stand on the sidelines and watch if interest rates are going up? Or is there strategy behind every single market? Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. So today I want to talk to you about when the market changes, what do? Right now in our market, we've had a big jump in the past 12 months with interest rates. They were under 3% and now we're hovering right around 7%. So some buyers will naturally stand on the sidelines and hope and wait for interest rates to go down. Is that the best choice? I don't think it is. And there's several reasons why, and there's several strategies you can utilize today to make sure you get the house that you're really looking for. So our market 6 to 12 months ago was a frenzy. It was what I would call an extreme seller's market, where we only had about 1 to 2 weeks of inventory on the market. A lot of people were afraid to list their houses because they didn't know where they would go to because inventory and houses were selling so quickly. Now, what has happened in the past few months is we have much more inventory on the market, so there's many more options for buyers. We are hovering around a 3-month supply of inventory, and depending on price point and location, that varies a little bit, but I'd say 3 to 4 month inventory, and that gives buyers a lot of options. I have seen prices come down more in the below $800,000 range, and I've seen as much movement as 10% in the $500,000 range. So a house that might have been $550 might be $500 now. And we're not seeing as many multiple offers as we did 12 months ago. Keep in mind, the fourth quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of January, February of 2023 were a little bit slower. We were not seeing multiple offers, things were taking longer to sell, but keep in mind, when we're looking at comparables, those are really old comparables because they could be 30 days ago, and what we need to look at is we want to see what the pending properties are selling for today. But we don't know that in most cases. We don't know what those pending prices are going to sell for, so we are like in a 30-day lag to know what prices are really going to sell for. So keep that in mind as well when we're looking at comparables. So some of the properties might have been priced too high and they've taken a while to catch up to the market, and that might have been why we saw the discount. But again, we've also had a slowdown with buyers the fourth quarter of 2022. But what we're seeing now is a steady pickup in showings, in contracts, and in pending and sales. So currently on the market, we have about 184 properties come on in Sarasota in the past 7 days, and about 122 properties sell. More properties have come on in the past 7 days that have sold, but if we look at the past 30 days, it's almost an equal number. And the amount of pendings is also about the same amount as the actives that have come on. So say 180 properties come on in a week and 180 go pending. It's almost the same. They're still moving quickly, and we've seen an uptick in activity with our buyers and with our listings. So keep that in mind. So if some buyers are standing on the sidelines because interest rates are 7%, what do you think is going to happen when they go down? When they go down to 6% or when they go down to 5%? I believe it's going to create another frenzy of activity, and we're going to see multiple offers again, much more prevalent. And what do you think is going to happen when we see multiple offers? Prices are going to go up again, because what was happening is people overbid or they bid over market price when there's multiple offers. If you are looking to buy, you will have more buying power if you are not competing, and there's still room for negotiation right now. That's the great thing. Not in every single house, because if it's priced right at market value, they may get full price. And if there's more than one offer, they may get a little bit over list price, but you have a little bit more negotiation power in today's market than you had 6 to 12 months ago. So definitely keep that in mind. Our market is always changing and it's always evolving. And our real estate market does not always match the economy. Keep in mind, in the last 5 recessions, we only had 2 of those recessions negatively affect our real estate market. So that means our real estate market did not go down in 3 of the past 5 recessions. So it was still either an incline or it stayed at par. So interestingly enough, I am buying a house right now. and it has been a long time since I bought a house. It's been since 2007, but I found a house that I really thought was perfect for me and my daughter. We put an offer in, and we did several things. Now, you can just negotiate the price down. That's one strategy. You can put all your eggs in that basket and just focus on price. But we negotiated and we got 3% off the list price, and we put it in a rate buy down. And you might want to say, why did you do that rate buy down versus just having it come off the list price? I currently think that rates will come back down, so we'll be able to refinance eventually, but I wanted a lower rate today and more affordability today. So what that did for us is that 3% seller credit is we're able to get in 2% lower for the first year, and then we'll be at 1% lower the second year. Why is that a good strategy? Because we want our payment to be lower right now, and we can refinance later and adjust for that. So that's one strategy to keep in mind, but there's lots of different strategies depending on the market. When the market was crazy, that's when we saw appraisal gaps, meaning that you would bring money to the table if the appraised price was higher than the contract price. There was also escalation clauses where you say, if there's a competing offer that comes in and it's above my offer, I will raise my offer X number of dollars, and then you would have a threshold on what that would look like. But different markets have different strategies. I say you can negotiate the price down a little bit more in today's market, and you would not be overpaying for your price, because you really don't want to pay over market value. But unfortunately, that's what was happening 12 months ago, because everybody wanted to move to Florida, especially when they can work remotely. It was an influx of people moving from out of state. So that was one reason why we had such a frenzy. Also, interest rates were incredible. I don't know if we'll ever see below 3% again. And our national average over the past 30 years is 7.75. So 7.75%. So we're just below the national average right now for the history of interest rates. So it is not a crazy interest rate. It is a very normal interest rate. So just keep that in mind. And for more videos like this, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about real estate, give me a call, send me a text, or send me an email, because I would love to talk real estate with you today. Thank you.
For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to get a hold of me, please give me a call, send me a text or an email, and I'm happy to reach out to you to assist you with all your real estate dreams.